Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. Today, two teams get set to square off in an intra-conference battle in the American. As we'll see, the Navy Midshipmen taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tulane Green Wave. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Navy ready for kickoff as we get this game started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll run this play from the pistol.
Lasso!
Quick handoff. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Ringo! Hound 55 weak. Yankee blue. Ready.
Back to pass. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Preston. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Belly stunner.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Makes the catch. It's Bohannon. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short.
Down. Clear. Ready, go.
Just keep slinging it. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. The brigade celebrating another first down, and that's really the way Navy's always done it. You can even think back to the great Napoleon McCallum, who ran through defenses at will.
Simple, but so disciplined, right? Like running the option year after year, you got to have discipline. Not surprising, Navy is always good at it because so many young men with such discipline, they can run a system and really just continue to methodically move the ball down the field.
Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short.
Trick 9, beat. Ready, go.
They'll run the toss. Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Horvat. The throw to the outside is complete. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7.
Charcoal. On the ready. Set on.
Looking to fire. Makes the grab. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Nice complementary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job on the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
Navy now facing 3rd and short.
Set, ready.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausted.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The midshipman could get really aggressive here on 2nd and short.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Looking to throw, it's Horvat. Makes the grab on the left. Turning it on. Touchdown, midshipman. He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26.
Green 25.
Looking for a gap. It's Gordon. Shakes off the defender. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Ready,
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Igloo.
Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Hayes. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Cobra. Ready.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Shoots it to the left. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
What a great play by the defense. Listen, that's why he plays defense. Yes, I get it. I get the jokes. Defensive guys can't catch real well. But the offense, they caught a big-time break right there. That could have been disaster on their side of the field. Could have been a big turnover that led to points.
And they're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. At the end of the quarter, Navy has the lead. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work.
Banner.
The give to the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle is going to be made.
Dropping back, it's Horvat. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the right. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short.
22.
Quarterback keeper. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Base 27 jump. Base 27.
Out of the gun, the inside kid. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Creates a little space. Breaks into the open. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone.
Military stunt.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's going for the goal line. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. A field goal here would make it a 2-possession game, but they elect to leave the offense on the field on fourth down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Right there.
So now it's second and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. The Green Wave lining up, facing third and long.
Come on, set.
From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
And here comes the Navy offense. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Navy comes to the line facing second and short.
Come on, set.
They go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Navy now facing third and short.
Banner.
Wants to throw. It's Horvath. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly complete. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing, scrambling away. Got out of trouble and throws. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Catch in the middle, it's Bohannon. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Tulane right back to the line.
Razor. Go.
To the air on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. A big play for the defense with the first down sack. Now, advantage D as the offense comes up on second down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Bohannon. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know.
Back going for the goal line. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
5 wide receivers on 2nd and goal. That's room for the quarter. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25.
Pace, 27, jump.
Looking for a man. It's Horvath. Fires to the big fella. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires to the big fella. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the right. Makes the catch. It's Evans. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And when you go 5 wide, man, and you spread the formation, it puts a lot of emphasis on those trenches. And those trenches have got to be good, and you got to pick up those guys up front. They didn't do it, and they're getting their quarterback hit as he's...
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
You know, there are so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Fires to the right. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down. Receivers work tirelessly, tapping that toe along the sideline, and it just looks so natural for him.
Yeah, it can't just be pat and go all the time, right? Reese just jogging down the field, ball hits you right in stride. You got to be able to make awkward body catches and do it getting your feet in bounds. That was sweet.
Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Splits the uprights. Good. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's brought down, but a really nice return gets it to the 41. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on second and short.
Let's go, let's go!
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. There he goes. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The midshipmen got the explosive play on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to it. Gets the back moving. Got a little space inside the 25. Finally run out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. They'll mark it at the 18.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, midshipman. They'll try to add another to their lead.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Callaway. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Looking to throw on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Gordon. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Preston. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Motion from the wide receiver. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Caught behind the line. It's Preston. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. Tulsa went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Hurricanes team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And Navy will go back on the attack. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. They think there's room to run to the right here. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trick 9B.
Now the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
The midshipman looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long.
Tanner. Ready. Okay, ready.
Back to throw, it's Horvath. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. A little release to the back. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Navy!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Down. Ready.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Unleashes one. Caught near the sideline, it's Miller. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33.
Jackrabbit.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Miller. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Okay,
With the
ready?
break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Green Wave needing a third down conversion as we start playing the fourth.
Let's go!
From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. He wants to throw it again. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. They'll make the stop on the return at the 38-yard line as this defense records an interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
And here comes the Navy offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Back to throw, it's Horvath. Oh, looked upfield too soon and dropped the football, and it'll be 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Hutchinson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the fourth down.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late in ball games. Don't worry about the clock. They're not worried about that because they know the execution rate is so high. They get the big fourth down here in the fourth quarter.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll move the tight end. Handoff from the shotgun. Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Navy now in trouble here on 3rd and long.
Here we go, Sash.
Scanning the field, it's Horvath. Throwing right. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
And, man, that is so frustrating for this defense. You got him where you wanted him. You backed him up on 3rd down. You knew they were going to throw the football, but they just couldn't stop him. They give up the first down, and time is running out. This defense is going to have to get aggressive.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Charcoal.
Running into the open space. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Nice job there by the QB on the zone read because he's watching the D lineman, and he knows he has to keep the football, and then he right away takes it upfield to get some positive yards.
Catch in the middle, it's Kent. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The midshipmen move the sticks with that powerful running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone, and they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Gives it on the option. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Lost a throw on first down. Got the quick pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on third down. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Bohannon. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
Man, you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Hauls it in. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Breaks into the open. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. On the move at the 30. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
The offense uses a timeout, 15 seconds left to play.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Okay, this defense might be reeling after those last two and now facing first and goal. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll send the back in motion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good.